up, everyone? Jay here. We're using the green-white landfall again to see if we can get some different results and be able to rank up. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe and join us over on Discord. Let's go.
Show me that dick.
All right, so we're gonna continue with the green-white landfall.
I had to start it off with a joke.
I'm not gonna touch that.
I wouldn't expect you to. It's my deck.
Shut up.
If you can't have fun with it, why have it?
I could still be taking so many ways. All right, so we're starting off with 3 land, 1 sorcery, 1 instant. I don't know if I want to run this, especially when I got 3 green and 3 white.
Right.
That's not gonna help me.
Ooh, mana swamped.
Depending on how you look at it.
Nah, that's swamped because all you got are mana cards.
I know.
So
That's all enchantments in that artifact. And more mana and things I cannot play first turn, second turn.
yeah,
Because that wagon isn't going to do me anything without anything onto the field to crew it.
unfortunately, that one's better, but you still really want.
Because the only thing that I have to play is Mossborn. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's just... This is one of the downsides that I can see happening. That did happen. That's the first time I've ever conceded at the mulligan stage.
Yep, things like that can happen, especially when you're play testing decks and things, especially going against live people. I'm pretty sure it could have happened even going against Sparky if we played it enough.
Oh, I'm sure it could. Just,
Jinxie. Ooh.
but that was definitely a first for me, and never even crossed my mind that something like that could happen.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I got a lot of creatures, but only 1 land. Actually, no, I got 2 land because I got the bushwhack.
We got a potential for 2 land, a potential for 4 land.
Oh yeah, because of Nylea.
Nylea.
All right, so we'll go ahead and play the bushwhack, grab a land.
We're
I really need to get used to grabbing green and white instead of just the green.
True. But you have a majority of greens right now. And
Yeah. So it's not the worst thing that I grabbed it.
No, you always play with what you have in your hand as best you know. Unless you have a deck that's really cycles through your cards.
Yeah, this isn't that. What are they? Is that like a pirate deck that they have?
It's a red-black pirate themed deck.
I've thought about wanting to make one like that, but
You have the room for it.
Yeah. But it's the hours that you got to put into refining it and everything, and we're already doing that with this.
Yeah, but looking at their current hand,
Mm-hmm.
there's your first 3 cards if you wanted to build a deck.
Yeah, because that greed one gives you use. What is it? You tap sack it and get a treasure token.
No, when it dies.
Oh, okay.
So in any condition where it dies and is not removed from the field, it enters your graveyard. Then you get your treasure token.
And they took my bushwhack.
And then they used it against you. You've been bushwhacked.
Now I got nothing on the field, and they got. If they were to full swing at me, it wouldn't hurt, but it would.
It would hurt.
All right, it would hurt. For whatever reason, I thought that legendary was still under summoning sickness.
Yeah, I can't be playing that mistake. So
We can try this again with Bristly Bill.
now we've gotten through the other side.
He's taking more of my cards.
Yep. Where you're just not getting enough mana to do anything.
Oh, I'm
For this
so
deck, you pretty
tempted.
much...
You know what? Screw it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I understand. You need at least 3 mana to run the deck efficiently, consistently.
Well, and it doesn't help that he's like, I have dealt with you hijacking cards out of my hand and out of my deck as well, but I don't know. I couldn't get anything played, and when you got somebody hijacking, you know, effectively doing deck control.
You know, maybe I should build a deck that just pulls cards from your deck.
What if you can get at the combo to play off the graveyard, or at least play out of exile?
There are cards that do play out of exile and return from exile.
All right, we're going to start the same way we did with the other one. Bushwhack.
Oh look, we're gonna get a white card this time.
Hey! I can figure some things out. Eventually.
A little faster with a good teacher.
Right? Let me know when you find me.
Okay, I'm gonna go over here and build my deck now. Thank you.
I'm kidding.
I still have this red-black deck that I want to play.
What is that? What is the red-black that you have? Like,
The bigger, blacker one?
that's what you named it?
Not yet, but that's a good idea.
Oh, God.
No, it's a self-deletion deck. The one that I say is a trial by fire.
Ooh. We'll have to take a look at that.
Yeah, it's a star roll is an indestructible indestructible artifact called Barbed Servitor.
Nice.
All right, so we've done our normal combo here.
Yep. Same thing that we've done before with a mono green.
But now we have Felidar in our hand.
We got Felidar, we got Point the Way.
Ooh. We can get Felidar out now. Or we can do Point the Way and Nylea.
Yeah, because you got Nylea, Point the Way. Sorry, Felidar, Point the Way, Nylea. And if you can get all those played at one time, especially with the effects of Bristly Bill, it takes off.
Yeah, it
But-
definitely ramps up to a point where they're like, we can't stop this
Yeah, but unfortunately,
ungodly amount of
look, we didn't even need Felidar.
no. But you did leave a plains open so that you could have used raid right there if you needed it.
I really could have. And that's one thing I've been trying to focus on too, is leaving at least 1 or 2 mana left on the field and being able to play to where I feel comfortable to be able to start attacking.
Yep. You're starting to
What's this?
see the next step.
Yeah. Splash Portal. Exile target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. If that creature is a bird, frog, otter, or rat, draw a card. So like a blue-black deck.
More like a frog deck. Frog, otter, rat deck.
God, I can only imagine the day that I come across a frog deck. I didn't even know that was a thing until you just said that.
Yeah. I've gotten up a couple of frog decks and I've won one, lost one. Did it was in with a token multiplication deck, my progenitor.
Okay.
And that black green ooze deck
Oh, yeah, I know which one you're talking
with
about.
Insidious Roots. Yeah, I went up against a frog deck like that, and I want to say by turn 15, I tripled the amount of creatures that they had on my side.
Damn.
They couldn't stop me even if I swung with half my creatures. But that's because they waited so long.
Okay, so we got 3 land, Nylea, Mossborn, Elf, Armadillo.
So maybe our next challenge is to build a deck without our iconic trio.
Or at least a completely different color than what we have done.
Take out green entirely.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a lot of fun to play. I enjoy it.
I have this idea of building a heir apparent impact tremor deck.
Yeah, but you said the words hair apparent.
What's wrong with a hair?
I don't know. It's the card itself already seems very broken.
Well, it costs 2 mana to bring out, and then if you
But you
bring
can have
out-
up to say 10 of them in your hand at one time.
No, not in your hand, in your deck.
Okay, either way.
That's because it has an effect that says you can have as many as you want.
But why? If you're going to make a rule to where you can limit the cards to 4 of one kind in a deck, why would you make that card?
It's for the lull.
Okay, so we have been petrified.
Yes, petrification basically stops your creature card from attacking or blocking.
So we gotta either figure out a way to get another Mossborn or get that off of there.
And looky there.
Yeah,
I had to explain this card a few times.
that you did, because I did not understand how it worked.
So basically you get 5 symbols, and of those 5 symbols you can pay any number of those 5 symbols in any combination to get the effects in the card. So I told Jay over here to play Nylea on Mossborn, because why would anybody play an enchantment on a creature they can't attack with, right?
Be able to throw off the opponent.
I mean, they're not going to destroy it, because if they destroy the enchantment, then we can use it. If they destroy the creature card, well, then they just wasted the enchantment. But, you see there, our effects still go through with Landfall. So now, we can choose this card, that card, this effect, up to a total combination of 5.
That was the hardest part that I had to figure. That didn't make sense to my head, and I had to figure it out.
Right. Make sure
So-
you use it on Petrify and not Nylea.
Use it on Nylea and leave Petrify.
No. Petrify and their creature card. You wipe their board, your creature is able to attack, and you don't have summoning sickness, and you already have Nylea in place.
And it gives me advantage all the way around. So that couldn't have worked out any better.
Yeah, because they can't stop it. There's nothing on the field, and they only have 1 mana.
There we go. 1 strike is all it needed.
Perfect 20.
Oh, and look, we ranked up.
Rank up!
Silver tier 3.
Maybe I should put a warning in there. Loud sounds at rank up.
You're loud?
I can be.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to sit here and try to scream into the mic and bite it off.
You are going to be playing the green-white Landfall.
Yes, it's going to be me. Ha-ha.
Let's see if you can play this better than I can. Which I have no doubt of.
I don't know. I've had some losing streaks lately. Ooh. Interesting. Okay.
So you didn't try to take on Sparky first. You went straight for going towards a live opponent.
Sometimes I do that just to be confident in the deck. So right here, I can play just in the first 3 turns almost everything in my hand except for Season of the Burrow. I can play Armadillo as a fetched land or keep it in my hand and play it later. You have Lumbering, Bushwhack. I don't have any actual creatures until like turn 3, turn 4. So we're gonna continue pushing the envelope here and just play some mana. Yep,
See, I've
definitely.
had the armadillo show up several times, but I have yet to even use it.
Yeah. This guy, ooh. What is that?
That's the wagon.
Yeah. I'm waiting to play that, but It looks like this guy's got a food deck.
I don't really see the food decks being effective decks. Anytime I've gone up against them, they don't really do much.
It's more of the combination of winning two things
Okay.
with it. You have to do the right thing in the right order. Now I have 2 bushwhacks. I have more than enough mana to play just about anything. So long as I have the time to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and throw out lumbering here.
And you're still waiting on your second plane to be able to do Felidor.
Yes. And speaking of that, now I can play Felidor.
Nice.
But I don't have it in my hand.
What do you mean you don't have it in your hand?
I have
Oh, that's not Felidor. I'm sorry.
Wrestler and Burrow.
I didn't even read the card. All I looked at was the mana cost.
Uh-huh. Felidor is a 4 cost. Season of the Burrow.
But you're gonna go ahead and use that.
I'm thinking about it. I'm
Oh,
trying to figure
okay.
out what I want to do here. Because if I use Season of the Burrow, I can't get rid of anything. But what I can do is create blockers.
Oh, the 1/1 rabbits.
The 1/1 rabbits.
And you can get 5 of them.
And I do. Yes.
And you can crew 'em.
And they become crew. Yes. So I can crew it, play it, and go, but I don't want to lose the lumbering yet. Because I thought he was able to play something that could block me and kill it.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going with this.
Right. I'm sacrificing something, gaining some life, creating a black rat token that can't block, and that's pretty much what what this deck does for him. Is it deals damage, heals him, and creates creatures. So long as he can get the food tokens out there.
At least it doesn't have Death Touch.
Right. I know he has something else that has Death Touch.
I noticed that
So-
they've been putting Death Touch a lot more instead of just the black cards.
Well, if you have a creature with menace and Death Touch, that makes it very intimidating.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sit here and block this one creature. Oh,
Might as well block the other one too.
right. Just so that I have that little buffer for health. Ooh, Mossborn. Bushwhack. What do I want to do? I have a Force in hand. I have Armadillo.
See, to me, I'd be focused on trying to get something out there so I can get that one crude, but at the same time, you need more land out.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna bring more land out, yeah, you might as well build up Mossborn.
Oh, shit. I think I fucked up.
How?
I should have taken that one extra creature damage so that I still had 4 rabbits to crew lumbering so that I could bring lumbering up, attack with lumbering and Hydra. Because even if I do this and give it the Hydra double strike, I'm not going to have enough damage to one-shot him. Because lumbering needs a crew of 4, and I only have 3.
Correct.
3 1/1s. If I had my 4th 1/1, we might win this one. But
So far, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be going that way.
no, I'm losing. I'm trying to figure out what to do, and my mind just kind of goes.
It sucks when that happens, especially since you have restricted time to be able to do something.
Yeah.
You start getting into a flow of and focusing on one thing.
Well, I told him good game, and then I conceded here.
Respectably.
I just had a bad game.
It happens.
That doesn't happen often with me.
No, not with you. But this deck is, I don't want to say unpredictable, but it's finicky.
You either get it or you don't.
Yeah. It's not as forgiving as that green mono counter token that we made. Or the +1/+1 counter deck
Right.
that we made.
Right. So let's hope that this one goes a little bit better. I know planning on playing a couple more games. And right away, I don't have any green mana in my hand.
So you're going to go ahead and mulligan.
Yeah, okay, that's better.
Yeah, more balanced.
More balance. I get one of each, and I don't. What should I give up?
I think the bushwhack was a fair choice.
Yeah, I think so too, because I already have 4 mana in my hand.
I honestly would have given up the rampage and kept the bushwhack, but that's just my opinion.
Oh, my thought was is if I could use Rampage, which is a double strike on Mossborn Hydra, I don't have to ramp it as high.
It's a fair way to look at it.
And I have my turn 2. Mossborn Hydra is my turn 3. And then Rampage would be mana turn 4. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I'm not going to block that. No reason to give up Bristle.
No, not at all.
So now that he has his block, his attacker gone, I'm going to attack with Bristle Bill and see if he. Oh no. Okay. I changed my mind.
I hate that card.
Oh, Raid Bombardment.
Yes.
Every time he attacks, however many creatures he attacks with, that's how many damage he deals. There's Lumbering and Hydra again. And then
Now you got 2 of them out on
now
the field.
I've got 2, and everything pops this time.
And everything on the field has landfall.
Yes. Now I made a mistake right here. I should have chosen the one that was already able to attack to add a counter to.
Not the worst thing, though.
No, it just
You
kind
just
of
gotta
delayed.
survive one turn.
It just delayed. So I'm choosing to block here. The reason why I'm choosing to block here is because his mana is tapped out. He can't play anything to counter, because I know red decks have a lot of instances that will beef or damage your creatures to give them the advantage. But he tapped himself completely out.
Yeah, because most of the time when you go to block something, somebody will throw something at that last second. Oh, I'm going to give it a +1/+1 or whatever.
Right. And that's
And you got your
usually
3rd Mossborn here.
yes. This guy is cooked. But usually that is generally what I like to try and do, is to throw things on last second where they don't have a response to it. But I just put a double strike onto my 8/8 Mossborn Hydra.
So it effectively hits for 16, in a sense.
Yes, he will, because he attacks twice. Which gives me the win because he chose a wrong creature to block. And even if he did block Mossborn Hydra, it has trample, so whatever carried over, and then it would attack again. Yeah.
It's a good example of how things can go right.
Very.